go now to Division 1 and a huge result by the 46ers at Sewell Reserve. Ash Manning, coaching against his old club, couldn't get the chocolates against Glenroy, going down Tullamarine by 27 points.
The most impressive coach B grade / Division 1's probably seen in a long time. Adam, you'd agree? He'd be shattered with that loss.
Absolutely. I mean, the form of Tullamarine has been outstanding, and now I think they fall to 5th or 6th on the ladder. That was the one that got away. You know, for Glenroy, all year been talking about their ability to be a top 4 team.
Yep.
They've now done it, and they're now they're now a serious threat for a top 4 position.
Guys, you'd agree though, that's the expectation of Glenroy, and probably most fans would say about time they did get a win like that.
Absolutely.
And after dropping games at home to Northern Saints and West Coburg, they need to come out and make a statement, because there were plenty of questions being asked of Lance Whitnall's men, and the heat was on. There was mathematical chance that they could have missed the 8 and got relegated. So I mean, all they needed to do was win. If they lost all 3 games and Hillside had won all 3 games, they would have gone down. Hillside would have replaced it. But Hillside also went down to East Keilor to the tune of 24 points. And it's good to see Bilasani and East Keilor getting a win after all the turmoil with Collinwood's departure.
Yep.
And to get a win after, I suppose they had a big start to the season against a few lower clubs, but then struggled there.
Just to make it clear with Collingwood and Masani, they are still great mates. I think Steve had a bit of a different of an opinion with Fabulous Phil, the president, but still supporting Bilasani. He went past there on Saturday night after the game. He was relieved to get that win.
Sure.
And I think East Keilor are probably the 9th best side, and probably a win that they had against Hillside is well deserved at home. Mondio very good too.
I mean, and this is probably going to be the precursor to the grand final Division 2. How does East Keilor feel about? Obviously, they're not happy about going down to Division 2. If they happen to win the premiership, is it mixed emotions? Do you think?
It definitely is. The club last year was probably sitting on top with Paco dropping them 1 or 2 early this time last year, guys. So it's remarkable that they will be in C grade. But I think it'd be great for the club too. If they win a flag, helps them recruit, gets that winning feeling back, and really puts them in good long stead for 2014.
As we mentioned, Glenroy could have gone down a possibility, Hillside could have gone up, but didn't happen after the round. So we have the situation where the bottom 6 teams that will drop away and form Division 2 are set in stone.
Yep.
And they are East Keilor, Hillside, Moonee Valley, Roxburgh Park, Keilor Park, and the Jaggers down at Chicana. So with 2 rounds to go, we're decided. It's all done and dusted.
MP Junior, I know, like a few jokes, can the great man make a comeback at centre half back for Keilor Park? Now they're in C grade.
Well, he cycled into the radio show the other day in a Lycra, so maybe there's
I actually went up to Keilor Park.
Fitness regime.
I actually went up to Keilor Park on Sunday to watch my little nephew, and the surface, I can just say everyone, it's probably the best surface in Division 1. And I got a little bit itchy, and wouldn't mind putting on the boots for a game.
I've had itchy feet as well, because I'm on the board. I can't. You're not. You're just a media guru with young MP. So hopefully you can make a quick comeback, perhaps.
So Pally, in regards to 213, obviously 6 teams in Division 2. Is there any other sides that potentially will join the EDFL?
Well, we're going to mention East Sunbury a bit later, but it's good to see in the record last week and on the website, and also a few little media outlets out there. East Sunbury have advertised for a senior coach. Got a few nibbles apparently, and as being a board member purely, so it's good to see East Sunbury getting in nice and early and trying to get these structures in place for next season, so they can come in to Division 2 and make it a 17-team competition.
Yeah, definitely. Look, like GWS and Gold Coast in the AFL, we're from the EDFL got to look at that they're going to be a young baby club that are going to may struggle on the field early days, so we've got to try to assist them in every way possible. We hope that players who have left the EDFL and are contemplating coming back do go have a look at East Sunbury. Players that are thinking of retiring, have come from A or B grade or Division 1 and Premier League, and think, let's have another year and we'll try a club like East Sunbury to play a last year of footy.
I think it's a great opportunity, not only for veteran players and ex-players, but for a coach. And it's almost like a GWS type setup where it's a new club, it's exciting, it's a great opportunity. Some of the guys that have been coaching around the EDFL in the past 4 or 5 years, put your hand up.
There's quality coaches like Pelly mentioned, Stephen Collinwood, Rocky Inallo is an assistant at Merridon Park, Shane Keogh is having the year off. There's there's coaches around the traps that could slip into an East Sunbury position beautifully.
Alright, let's go through the rest of the Division 1 results just quickly from the weekend. It was West Coburg that defeated Northern Saints.
That was a blockbuster, wasn't it?
It was, but I think it just goes to show West Coburg's strength over a team that was sitting in third and fourth spot, around that mark, just can't get over the top. It's Airport West and West Coburg just exerting their dominance at the minute.
Yeah, definitely. Two physical sides, but West Coburg and Airport West are the two sides I think just got a little bit of a gap over Northern Saints in that next group, and just the quality across the board. They've got Stuart Granger, Fidax guys that can kick goals across the board, and Hudson, he's one who's just a special at the moment. But close game early. I just think West Coburn's fitness and lighter bodies just ran all over Northern Saints.
And they've got good depth. I mean, look at their best players each week, and you know, obviously you've got Ravi and these sort of inside players, but you know, the McMillan guys, Tommy McMillan, I've seen him play last year. He's an absolute ripper, and you know, they've got a lot of depth, you know, throughout the whole. Listen, the season's not over. You know, if Airport West are already, you know, organising their Mad Monday, think again, because West Coburg are a real threat.
Alright, and guys, it was Taylors Lakes, Airport West, West Meadows and Hadfield who also had fairly strong victories. Let's just go through the makeup of the Division 1 ladder. So it's Airport West, West Coburg, Taylors Lakes, Northern Saints, Glenroy, Tullamarine, West Meadows, Hadfield, and that's the 8. That's set in stone. That's Division 1 for the remainder of 2012. Then we have Division 2, which will be East Keilor, Hillside, Roxburgh Park, Community Valley, Keilor Park, and the Jacana Jaguars. Alright, boys?
Very exciting, that top 8, very strong. Third to 8th are very close. You could raffle those sides.
And there's only really 2 teams that are guaranteed a final spot, you suggest, at the moment.
And let me ask you a question, MP Junior. Who's the side 8 that have only beaten Airport West? Hadfield Footy Club. So it just shows what a great B-grade / Premier Division 1, excuse me, as we call it. What a great Division 1 we've got.
I'll save there, Pelios. Boys, on the weekend as well, the under-15 Division 2 EDFL team played off in the grand final. The Division 1 team got the premiership over the Eastern Footy League the week before at Highgate Reserve. Unfortunately for Darryl Maher's boys, the Divi 2 couldn't get up, went down to Yarra Juniors.
Very strong junior.
Good to see a few young boys around the EDFL getting good exposure on the combined footy scene.
Yeah, definitely. Great for the EDFL. Always shows that our junior ranks are probably getting stronger over the last 5 years, and it's proved it with Calder Cannons as well.
Well, with the Cannons and the Jets, you see so many players come through, and you know, there's so many. You see it in the Rising Star. You know, Carlisle. I think there was another guy that ran a Rising Star. Talia ran a Rising Star. So
Greenville.
The depth of talent in the area is magnificent.
Division 1 and Division 2, the absolute best for season 2000.
I personally think it's a great initiative from the EDFL. Some clubs aren't happy, some presidents aren't happy. A little bit of pain will be ultimate gain in the future.
Don't forget, you can keep up to date with all things EDFL. Don't forget Facebook and Twitter at EDFL Footy, facebook.com/SNNDFL. Don't forget, Match of the Day broadcast this week, Division 1, Tullamarine versus Northern Saints. That's 2 p.m. on 98.9. But don't forget, 10 a.m. also on 98.9 Saturday morning. Adam and I will be doing this show with young Dylan Beers McKibben. He'll be in Tasmania this week.
Great show, guys.
He's going to come in remotely.
We're broadcasting from Tasmania, Dylan, apparently. He reckons he'll be on the phone from a bar in Tassie. So
after rotating, but keep up the great work, guys. Really good feedback on the morning show.
Alright, so hopefully ratings permitting, we'll be back next week and for the rest of the season. It's been Matt Pelios, Adam Papel and myself, Michael Pell, for the inaugural EDFL, Bonaire EDFL TV, and thanks for your company today.